The SPCA, what we do for Monterey County is we're kind of the spearhead for animals during disasters. A lot of times, especially in the cases of fires and such, sometimes the owners can't get home. And we work really closely with our local law enforcement and our local fire so that we can go back when it's safe behind the fire lines or floods or whatever it is and get the animals back out. And then we shelter them at our SPCA until the owners can go home. But occasionally we go in when people are being evacuated and they can't bring their animals out for some reason. We'll go in and we'll transport them either to another place so they can be safe there, or we'll transport them back to our shelter. So when Soberanes hit, once it had burned through for a couple of days and it was safe for us to go in, we went in and evacuated a bunch of animals from homes where people weren't able to get back to them. We actually sheltered just over 230 pets at the SPCA or with other properties that we work with. Sometimes if there's large animals, we have a couple of different properties that will shelter the animals for us. Those 232 all came through the SPCA doors at some point, but we actually also sheltered in place a lot of other animals in Monterey County. So my team will go out and we'll feed and water the animals someplace safe so that they don't have to go through the trauma of moving and we don't have to try and find space for them. So overall, we probably helped a couple of hundred during the Soberanes Fire. One of my favorites was actually we had gone out on a property that had 15 chickens and 2 cats, reportedly. We only found one of the cats, and the chickens, the fire had come pretty close to the backyard of the house by the time we had gotten there. We went back and fed the chickens like every 2 days for the next 2 weeks. And on the 14th day since the fire had come through, I was there feeding the chickens, and the cat walked up to me. And we had been looking for this cat everywhere. And she just walked up like it was the most normal thing on the planet. She was a little skinny from being out on the lam for the 2 weeks but nobody had seen her. We don't know where she was doing. But she walked up to me. We got to take her into the shelter. And she stayed with us for about another week before her owners went home. One of the reasons I came back to the SPCA after being gone is because this job is amazing. It makes you feel like you're making a difference. And when we work with disaster with my team and I, the people I work with are just amazing. They're hardworking. We're pulling all-nighters and working, 20 or 30 straight days because we're a pretty small staff and we're the ones who are out there to help people with their animals. And so our partnership with the Red Cross is great because we get to be there for everybody. And that's why we do what we do. We do it because we want to make a difference. So it's a pretty cool job.